evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another segment of our weekly market analysis. Do this every Saturday by 8 p.m. Via Zoom app. I'm your host, Godspire Variable. We'll usually start with the dollar index to look at the market holistically, what it has done and what we feel it will likely do for the new trading week. So let's start with the dollar index. This is the dollar index weekly chart. So let's the US dollar, and we're able to get that last week. The reason for my logic and my framework was that this is the dealing range low and this is the dealing range high. We broke structure and started going bearishly. We traded through internal range liquidity, swept it 2 weeks ago. And if you measure your Fibonacci, take your fib from the low to the high, this level is below 50%. So it has dipped into discount level. So with this, I told us that I want to see bullish movement last week, and in fact saw it played out last week. So it was bullish, and my target was this high. I wanted you to trade into this FVG. We have an FVG resting here in form of a CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So we saw that traded through it a little. All right, so that's what we expected it to do last week, and in fact it did. And I told us on daily time frame, I told us that I want to see this level, this DC act as support. So on Monday we saw it acted as support and it rallied higher. My target was this high, booked it on Friday finally, and this is where we are. All right, so what am I looking for? What do I think will happen? We have another block here, as has traded to it, and we've seen push upward. So we want to see trade through into this is the weekly CB that I outlined just now. So we want to see trade through it next week. That is what we want to see. We have relatively poor highs here. That's my eye, but that's what I'm targeting. I want to see price come to this level. Okay, so from the framework you have, this has acted as support, that's run higher. This is too clean. This is also another area that is too clean. And then we have the weekly CB that I wanted to fill. So we are still bullish on the dollar. We are still bullish on the dollar. How we trade through this level, around this level, will determine if we want to go higher or want to go back lower. But I am of the opinion that we'll resume our bullishness for the dollar index. I may be wrong. From what I'm saying, I want to see it go higher to that level that I've outlined. So 4 hours time frame, we saw how Monday traded down right here. Actually using New York time, so that's why I'm showing this as Sunday. But this is actually Monday, right? The new trading day starts on Sunday. Okay, so it's normal. This is Sunday, Sunday 11 p.m. Nigerian time, which is 7:05 p.m. New York time, because now we are 6 hours ahead of them because of the daylight savings time. Okay, so saw it acted as support, and then saw the rally, traded back to this other block here multiple times, and then rallied higher, came back again one more time, tested it, and see push higher. I want to see it trade through. That's what I want to see next week. So we are bullish on the dollar. We are bullish on the dollar for this week. All right, this new week we are bullish on the dollar. So I want to encourage you to look at bullish movement by buyers for your trades. Now, what does that mean for foreign currencies? It means that all foreign currencies will go down. So Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, they will all be bearish this new week. And then AUD CAD, USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY, they will be bullish this new week. That is the anticipation. Then we want to see gold go bearish. We want to see SP 500, all the indices go bearish. That is what we want to see. So let's go straight to other asset classes, like the start with the Euro USD, and then see what the so from weekly time frame, this was what I was looking at. Let me take this off. I was looking at it to trade through. We can see how it did, traded through it, traded through that. It has traded through this. Okay, that's not traded through. Doesn't. I think that framework was on daily. Yeah. So on weekly, this PC, the buy side balance, sell side efficiency, has been completely filled, and the body has respected inside. So the body tells this, so the body has traded back inside the range. Okay, so we want to see how it trades below or through it next week. So what am I looking at? This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at price. If dollar is going to be bullish, then this will be bearish. I want to see this run through this equal lows here. That's my target. Equal lows here, and then measure this with 50%. That's what I'm looking at. It might animate so heavily on the downside, but my low hanging fruit will be this lows. Okay, that's my target for this new week. My target is this lows. Let me use this. Yeah, that's my target. All right, that's what I'm targeting. Targeting price to trade through that low. All right, so on daily time frame, what do I expect? This was Monday's trading. You can see how it gapped down. Gap down. There was what do you call it? A void, liquidity void from Friday's close to Monday's opening. You can see that gapped down, then finally rallied higher, filled it completely, and then traded low. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So the big two we still have little inefficiency here. We have the other block here. So I want to see price. You shouldn't respect this other block, okay? Want to see it. We could trade this area. Is now regarded as volume imbalance, also inside the breaker, okay? A bearish breaker. So price may likely want to trade up to this level before giving up the growth to go lower. That's very much permissible. That is highly permissible. Remember, it's inside the PC, and the function of the PC is to act as support to send price higher, and then the higher time frame or the higher premium PDRA that I can see here is the volume imbalance. A volume balance acts like magnet, so want to see price trade up to this level before it gives up the growth to go lower. And I don't want to see it trade above this. I want to see this CB remain open. It shouldn't be failed. I want to see it remain open. I want to see price only trade up to this volume imbalance and then give up the growth. It may weak through, all right, but the body should not trade above it. It should stay within this volume imbalance and then go lower. All right. So this is my area of resistance inside this breaker. Okay. This is my area of resistance. This particular CB should be left unfilled. It should be treated as breakaway gap, so that will show me that yes, it is heavily what bearish. That will show me, it will confirm that yes, this is heavily bearish, and that these lows in fact will be treated, taken. Sorry, these lows here, these particular lows. So if it goes up to this level, I will sell it and hold price till it takes out these lows. That's what I'm looking at. This particular lows. Let me take it to the best point. This one right here. So that's what I'm looking at. All right. Trade up to this level Monday, Tuesday. I want to see price send the market send price to this level, place volume imbalance, and then trade lower to my target. Okay, that's what I'm looking at for Euro USD. All right, that area right here. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, so the next one is GBP USD. So I told us that because dollar will be bullish, that this is going to go bearish. But if dollar rallies lower, then we're going to claim these highs. Because my target 2 weeks ago was that price should trade through this, what do you call it? Through this internal range liquidity, but it didn't do that. He only traded through the 50% of this week, and then because dollar had gotten to its discount objective and was shown willingness to go higher, I told us that the dollar is going to be bullish, that GBP US is going to go bearish, and we can see, in fact, it did that. So you can see how it traded bearishly, traded lower. All right, now we had a BC price has come to fill it completely. That's filled it in completely. Okay, that's filled it in completely. What do we expect? The dollar is going to go higher, then this is going to go lower, trade back into this what do you call it, this level here. That is the breaker that I outlined. I wanted to see price trade to it, and it did that, but broke above it. That was why I wanted to see this trade to this level. But because of what dollar is doing, we had to, it depends, it needs to be dollar. So dollar is going to go bullish, then needs to trade back to test the open of this other block, which is around the 50% of this. Sorry, let me adjust it here. So that's around the 50% of the breaker. Okay, so I want to see price trade through that level. And then if it closes below the 50%, then our next target will be this level. So for next week, or this new week from Monday, I want to see price trade down. So we are bearish on GBP USD. We are bearish on it. Our bullish movement would be trade up, test the other block, the bearish other block. We could trade back, test the bearish other block, and then go lower. 4 hours time frame, what do we see? We have this smaller BG here. Let me mark the other block so that I'll know the levels that are outlined. This is the open of the other block. Okay, so the 4 hours. Okay, good. So relatively poor highs, trade back to portion block on this particular other block here. Bearish other block. So I want to see price trade, clear these highs, and respect this level. You shouldn't trade above this level. Okay, you should respect it. That's what I'm saying. I want to see Monday, Tuesday, take price to this level, see these liquidities above here, and then trade lower. That's what I want to see in price. That's what I want to see in price. Okay, I want to see a movement up to that level and then go back lower. All right, that is the other block on daily time frame. So we open on that other block, series of those candles on the daily time frame. It's the other block we are referring at. This one here. So I want to see price trade, take out these highs inside this other block. Okay, but you shouldn't take out this particular high. That's what I want to see. Take out. Okay, so if it goes up to that level, then that will be our resistance zone to sell this. Take out last week's low, and then inside this level that I've outlined, these lows are also equal. So you should trade to this other block, the bullish other block on daily time frame, which are these down close candles you can see here now on the 4 hours time frame. So that's what I'm looking at. All right. So this is my target. This BC is my target, my weekly objective. So it goes up to that level, I'll sell it, hold targets, my stop loss will be above here, hold it for this level. That's what I'll be looking at for next week. Okay, so let's go to AUD USD. So for AUD USD, it was also bearish because dollar was bullish. It was also bearish because this is a weekly time frame. You can see it was also bearish because dollar was bullish. So dollar continues bullish movement. It's the bullish movement that this will go back, go lower. And I want to see how it respects, but if it trades, how it trades around the 50%, the mean threshold of this bullish order block. That's what I want to see. That means trading below this BC. All right. So that when trades below, it can now act as resistance to go lower. Because remember, I told us that my higher time frame perspective is to sweep this low, longer time, long-term perspective is to sweep this low. So I want to see that happening. And if you measure the high to this low, we traded into a premium, and now we rejected from there. They are going lower. So that is it. Let me take off all these. They are all above fulfill the objective. So no need to have them again. So I want to see it trade through this this BC into at least let me see how it trades around the consequent encroachment of this this bullish order block. Daily time frame, let's see. Relatively equal lows here, break of structure here, traded back to the bearish breakers. I want to see price go lower, sweep these lows, and then M for this. I say now this DC here, that's my weekly objective. I want to see price straight through it. I want to see trade through. Extend this a little. I want to see trade through. You shouldn't respect this other block here. Trade through it and then test this PC here. That's my weekly objective. That's this area here. That's my weekly objective. All right. That's my weekly objective for AUD USD. All right. AUD USD. There's no. Let me see if there's any upside objective. Any upside objective is just here. Equal highs, FVG. So you can see that doing that on 4 hours basis. But ultimately, want to see it go lower on daily basis. All right. So 4 hours time frame, you can see a sweep up into this equal highs into FVG. Then I don't want to see it. I want to see this CB respect it. Okay, you should respect the CB to go lower, then break through this. So Monday, Tuesday, we'll see how that pans out for our sell scenario. Okay, the next one is the NZD USD. So NZD USD, you can see it was also bearish. Why? Because dollar was bullish. So this became bearish. So what are we expecting going forward? If dollar continues its bullishness, then this will give up the ghost and go lower. And let's see how it trades back to this other block. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Daily time frame is also a break of structure, trading back to it, and then you can see that's even traded below it. So this is highly heavy on the daily time frame. To go lower, we have our FPG here, PC, for price to fill in completely. All these proportion blocks and other blocks should not hold price as support. All right, we should break through them on daily time frame. 4 hours time frame, liquidity has been swept here, but for AUD USD, it didn't sweep up. So based on what I'm seeing on NZD USD, NZD USD is weaker. It's weaker, all right? NZD USD is heavily weak compared to this. Okay, so this might want to value up, but NZD USD, I don't see anything like that on NZD USD except it rallies back to 50% of this level, just to consider around there, and then finally send price lower. That's what I'm looking at. You shouldn't trade to take out this high again. There's no necessity for it to go to take out this high. There is no necessity whatsoever, because if it does that, then this high will be in jeopardy, and we don't see that happening. We don't see that happening. Okay, so if it trades up to 50 to 60% retracement, let's see 1 hour. You see any? Okay, back to this other block here on 1 hour basis. That's what I'm saying. Other than that, this it shouldn't get to this level. It shouldn't. Can trade up to this level, sweep this little bit more heights and reject, which is we measure this from the dealing range high to this dealing range. Okay, so if you sweep this, get to this level and reject sharply, that'll be better. That'll be better. The body should not close above it. It could just sweep through and then go lower, or consolidate here and still go lower. That is also permissible, but we don't want to see this high violated next. We don't want to see that happening. This high should be kept intact. This high should be kept intact to send price lower. Send price lower. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. All right. The next one is USD card. So USD card, because USD is the first currency of the pair. If USD is good, if dollar is going to go higher, this asset is also going to go higher. So we can see the bullish movement. You can see, it traded below its normal price action. For this alone, I would have proposed that it to go lower to suit this low. But because dollar went bullish, you have to respect dollar. I told us that dollar is the king when it comes to forex generally, trading generally. We look at the dollar index to frame our setup. Okay, for the longer term perspective. Okay, so what do we expect? I want to see trade to this bullish order block next week, right? So my anticipation is for it to trade go higher, trade to this bullish, so bearish order block rather. That's what I'm expecting. So we have Monday, started rallying higher after sleeping. Friday's low, started rallying higher. Tuesday, Wednesday, started consolidating. I want to see it has traded back to this BC, and I want to see price gravitate higher. See what can happen on Friday. So I want to see it flush up, start trading higher. I have this equal highs here, this possible temptation of this week. Those are our targets, okay? Those are our targets, those are our levels. 4 hours time frame, any downside objective, and nothing really apart from 50% of this week. Or it could sweep these lows one more time, to just drop, sweep these lows, and still rally higher. Permissible, very much permissible. So if it goes down to sweep these lows, but this other block, this bullish other block here, to the last line of defense, meaning I shouldn't trade below this level that I'm applying, which is the BC on daily time frame. You shouldn't trade below it. It could wick through this and go higher. That's permissible, but you shouldn't trade below. You shouldn't close below. If it closes below, then will be heavily bearish on this pair. All right, we don't want to see that. That means that my analysis for dollar index will be wrong. Okay, so that's what we want to see. The highest form of bearishness for this pair is to sweep these lows and then finally send price high. Okay, so that's about that. The next one is USDJPY. This this pair was just not good at all. It didn't follow the dollar index. Traded back to the bullish order block here and rejected. Let's see, which is a monthly C that's acted as inversion FPG to go higher. Okay, on monthly time frame. Weekly basis, I wanted to see a push higher because dollar was bullish, but this did not respect that. That's one of the inherent risks when it comes to trading. You can see what happened on Monday, started going higher. Tuesday, Wednesday, see the consolidation. Thursday, I guess there was a JPY news that took this thing this low because it was massively bearish on Thursday, massively bearish. So all this, a few days and traded back to this bullish order block here. You can see the body is respecting it. So what do I expect? I want to see bullish movements. All the liquidities have been swept here. That's traded back, to bullish order block to buy more. All right. So I want to see price go higher. I want to see. I don't want to see any retracement going lower. It has finished its movement. I want to see price going bullish. This CB should be traded through. This CB should not hold price as resistance to go lower. No, this CB should be traded through. It should go bullishly. Now let's look at the dealing range from the low to the high. That's candle there. And see sweet spots, the 70.5% retracement. See how it's traded to it and then rejected. So I want to see price go higher now. I don't want to see it go below this anymore. You shouldn't trade through this anymore. I want to see that happening. I want to see it go higher. That's from here. I want to see it go higher from here. 4 hours time frame. Yeah, that's what I like this signature. So this CB should act as inversion FVG to send price higher. Clean highs here, clean highs here, clean highs here. So we have buy side objectives, buy side resting here, liquidity, buy side liquidity resting here, buy side liquidity resting, and ultimately this one here. So that's my target. Okay, it should consolidate here and go higher. I don't want to see trade back up, back lower. No, I don't want to see that happening. No, I don't want to see that happening. Yes, I like what is happening here. So I want to see a push. I want to see a push. It could go lower, back respecting this bullish order block, or rather this down close candle. It is not yet bullish order block because price has not traded above. But I want to see trade. Let this bullish order, this last two down close candles here, I want to see it, respect it to go what higher. So very the open of this particular bullish order. This one now can be referred to the bullish order because price has traded above it. So this particular one is not going to see price. Any bearish movement should be resisted or rather supported by this bullish order block, right? To send price higher. That's what I'm looking at. All right. The next pair is USD CHF. So lows have been swept 2 weeks ago. I told us that the lows have been pushed. So I want to see movement higher. I said that. But the dollar goes bearish, then these lows will be taken out. So because dollar changed to bullish based on our analysis, you can see how last week was bullish for USD CHF. So what are we expecting? We have CD right here. That's drawn liquidity. I want to see price gravitating to this CD. That's what I want to see. This area here, that's my drawn liquidity. I want to see price drop up to this level this new week. See the buy side liquidity, the sell side liquidity swept. Even this one also was swept. I think so, yes. It was swept. So all the liquidities here, you can see that it swept. So they've all been swept. So we want to see price go higher. We've seen the willingness to go higher. So we'll trade back, test this other block, just as we're applying this particular one here, and then go rally higher. This is what we are looking at inside here. This is our target. Our weekly objective is inside here. 4 hours time frame. One more time, if you come one more time, or come one more time to the bullish order block and rally high. This is our target for the week. So we are bullish on USD CHF. Let's go to our indices. Our indices. So the indices are based on what it did 2 weeks ago. I told us I want to see price go higher to take out this high. It has not fulfilled that objective yet. So next week it will do that. Next week it will do that and go lower. Remember that this retracement is just really heavy, deep retracement. I was not expecting that actually. Or we trade based on what market offers us. So this is deep retracement. This particular internal range liquidity should be the last line of defense for a reversal. If it closes above it, then this high will be taken out. All right. So the indices sometimes do contract based on what do you call it, the seasonal tendencies of our indices. So based on what I'm seeing here, I want to see it sweep this high and then show me unwillingness to go higher before our sales can continue on this. So if it doesn't sweep this high, I won't be comfortable to take my sell. Except if it wants to straight back into this BC and then go higher again. But what I want to see is that I want to see if it sweeps this high first before going lower, then this BC will act as inversion FVG to go lower. All right. But if it doesn't, and it trades lower first, it trades lower to this BC, then this BC will then act as support to send price higher to sweep this high. So those are the two scenarios. So whichever way that plays out, if it takes out this high first, then you sell. But if it sells into this, then you buy from this level up. Okay, that's the framework. That's a framework. Okay, that's a framework. That is a framework. Okay, so on daily time frame, what do you expect? What do you expect? This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday was what changed the whole sentiment apart from Thursday. Friday just took this change also because I was thinking that okay, it has gotten to this volume imbalance and we should consolidate to go lower. We didn't do that. Friday took out this high, so I want to see gravitate towards this particular high. That's what I want to do. Because of the sentiment, the market will shift on Friday. So based on that shift, I want to see this high violated. Okay, you can see how the volume imbalance. When we're at this level, I told us that volume imbalance is our drawn liquidity. And so when it got there, see the multiple times it consolidated before it starts going higher. All right. This high has not been taken. You can see it has not been taken. So if it goes lower and then uh, this volume balance supports it again, that will be a run higher. But if you just place through it and get to this level, then you run higher from this level, which is the BC on daily time frame. Okay. Also, weekly time frame, I think yes, it's also BC on weekly time frame. Yes. So that is it. Okay, that is it. 4 hours time frame. The consolidation was massive here. It was really, really massive. It was really massive. So let's see how we trade back to it and go higher. All right. This volume imbalance on weekly time frame or daily time frame that should hold it as support. Same price. I sweep that liquidity before we start selling. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I am. That's my framework for these assets. The next one is Nasdaq. Next one is Nasdaq. As CB has not been filled completely, I want to see if it gets filled this new week. That's what I'm looking at. Let it get filled, then start, and that will give room for SP500 to trade higher, sweep this liquidity above here before we start looking at bearish movement for our indices. All right. Daily time frame. What happened? This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We started seeing bullish movements. Sentiment changed on Thursday. Remember this week that just passed, or last week was non-farm payroll week. So that was how we had all these sentiments. So we might see a push higher, filling this FBG on weekly time frame, and then go lower. All right. Okay. So that's it. That's a framework for Nasdaq trade. Our objective is for it to fill the FBG on weekly time frame. I want to see it get filled, but shouldn't close up. If it closes above it, then we'll target this high. Closes above it, target this high. Even if I am not of the opinion that price might want to get there, but market will do whatever it wants to do. So we'll just trade in line with what the market offers us. All right, so we can see that volume imbalance on daily time frame here. This volume imbalance acted as what support the same price since it traded through it. I told us some weeks ago, as it has traded through it, you might want to come back, test it, and then go higher. You can see it play that on Monday. Traded through it, acted as support, and you can see the rally higher. Next point of call is to feed in this equity. If you trace through it, then our weekly time frame high, this particular high, will be the next point of call. So for now, we want to see how we trace through this inside this CB or weekly time frame. Dow Jones Industrial Average 30. Let's see, that's traded through the CB 2 weeks ago, and last week we saw a willingness to go higher, meaning that to consolidate here and give room for the other, what do you call it, averages to go higher. Or another point of call would be this the body of this candle here. Want to trade to that level next week. That might be another point of call, which is our what do you call it? Our rejection block. So guys, I want to trade up to that level before going lower. Okay. That's about that. Daily time frame. See how we consolidated until Friday. Started going higher. Inside that FVG. Inside that FVG on weekly time frame. That FVG on weekly time frame. Yeah. Acted as support and send price higher. So the next point of call is that rejection block that I like this particular one. I want to see how we trace through that level. If it respects it, the liquidity and then go lower. That's what I want to see because this area is a very strong resistance zone for this spread. So you could trade through that level before it goes lower. I don't want to see this high diluted. This high should stay open, which is the same high as we saw here, this particular high for Nasdaq and the same high for SP500. So that high should be left, should not be traded through. All right, we're going to see how it trades around this level and starts going lower. But if it trades through it, then this high will be drop back. Okay, so that's for US 30. The next one is our gold. So gold was bearish, heavily bearish last week. And the reason was because I think on Monday or so, yes, on Monday it traded higher and swept these liquidities here. Guys, all these liquidities were swept, all these equal, relatively equal highs were punched on Monday. So when he did that on Monday, he gave room for the bearish movement lower. So it was bearish all through the week from Monday, instead going lower. See that spike? That spike was just to keep all the liquidities resting above there. All the people that have been selling, it stopped all of them out on Monday and resumed this bearish. So I want to see break this FPG. I want to see break through it and then act as resistance to go lower. Okay, because everything about bullish movement for gold has been has been accomplished. So we want to see heavy bearish movements. All the this discount period give way, should give way. Like this other block here should be traded through it. All right, we want to see bullish bearish movement on gold. We want to see bearish movement on gold. All right, so for on 4 hours time frame, we have a CB here. So that could be our bullish objective, trade to this level and then give up the ghost. I might want to, if it's too animated to the upside, this relatively equal highs can be swept, but still maintain our bearish movement because it has finished all its movement. So you can trade back to the breaker block, the bearish breaker block right here, extend it out in time. You can trade back to sweep all these liquidities here and then still go lower. That's if this CD does not hold price, then it will sweep this liquidity here and then go. But I'm bearish for this week. I'm bearish for gold this week. Lastly, is our Bitcoin. Now I told us that if it breaks above this level, then the bull run has started. So what do we expect? Now I want to see it come back again, trade back to this CB. I want to see trade back to this CB. If it trades back to this CB and shows unwillingness to go lower, then we can buy at this dip here. Well, I will eminence. Low hanging fruit, you can see this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficient. This CB here will be our drawn liquidity. So I want to see a reaction. Let it reject back to this level and then spike up higher. So if it gives us that entry, then we can buy from this level to send price higher at this level. So what do you call it? The bull run has just started. All right, the bull run started earlier for our cryptocurrency. So want to see a trade back to the breaker block. All right, want to see trade back to this level and then send price higher. So once it does that, because that's traded above it, then this confirms our bullish our bull run. Remember, I told us before that this level I don't see bull run, but if it trades and closes above it, then our bull run will start. I told us that. So it has started. So what this means is that this area, I want to see trade back to this level, inside this level. And then once that happens, then we can now start seeing bullish movements on serious, heavy bullish movement on BTC, which will ignite every other cryptocurrencies to go bullish. All right. So bull run has started. Any dip you see on any cryptocurrency, you're encouraged and advised to buy because the king for cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. And once Bitcoin has shown us signature, the price action that wants to be bullish, then every other cryptocurrencies will start going higher. So cryptocurrency lovers, crypto traders, crypto lovers, it's time for you to expect extrapolated move for cryptocurrencies. But just wait for a little retracement. Let's have a little retracement down to this level before we can buy aggressively, higher. All right. Remember our level. Our target is this. Let me just mark it out. I want to see how it reacts around this zone. Okay. This is where we are targeting. This is where we are targeting. All right, so if it trades, gives us a little discount movement, then we can now buy and send price higher to this level. So that's what I'm looking at. All right, so if you measure this dealing range, so that's level, that's sweet spot. You can see the 70.5% level. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Let's look at bodies to body. Bodies to body. Yeah, so that level as a level, 79% also is in close proximity with that level if you use body to body. So that's the level I'm looking at price to get to before any form of retracement, form of sell. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. Okay, so just wait for price to retrace. Okay, I want to see price retrace back to this zone before we sell. All right, just patiently wait for price to retrace back to this zone before you buy, rather not sell before you buy. So if you retrace back to this zone, you can then buy Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency. At that time, I think that should be towards the end of this month. Then you can start. But if you give us earlier, then you can start buying earlier. All right. But once this retraces down, then it will be a good point to buy. The same price higher to our objective right here. That's what that's meaning these highs into the small leverage. That is it. I don't want to see get to this level. No, Bitcoin will not get to that level. Yes, can get to this level. Yes, it's can yes because of what has happened now. See that trades that sell up to that level, and that will be it. Okay, so we'll finish with our analysis. I told us that dollar is going to be bullish this week. Euro USD, GBP USD, AED USD, NZ USD will be bearish. Then the US CAD, USJPY, USD CHF will be bullish. Our indices, once they sweep that upside objective, they'll start their bearish movement. Then gold is heavily bearish. Bitcoin, I want to see retracements to this level before we buy our Bitcoin down to this level. So that is our analysis for this week. As always, I encourage us to trade with money management and proper risk management in mind. Don't over leverage, don't over risk. Remember that the market is not your father's property. It's highly manipulated, and we should trade with high level of risk management. All right. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'll be glad to answer you. From here, from me, it is good night.